First, thank you everybody for coming. Really appreciate you. First, number one thing is camp is going phenomenal. We're in a really, really good place. Getting callous, as we like to say around here, having a physical camp, but also having fun too. Competition is at an all-time high. Guys are not satisfied where they're going to be, and we're going to continue to do that. You know, I know there's some questions regarding the whole NCAA investigation and thing, and really the statement is, you know, we're cooperating with the NCAA fully. Have in the past, will in the future, and we'll continue to do that. So really right now, it's an ongoing case, and we need to preserve the confidentiality of the proceeding. I'll just say this, is that I look forward to them being released. The list is huge. There's a guy at every position that's really taken the next step. I think the guy that really has been where he was in the spring and taken the next step in fall camp is TJ Guy. He's a guy that's really taken that next step. You got Derek, and you got him, and you got other guys that are chomping at the bit, but he's really taken that step to be an elite player and be that guy. There's not that much of a drop-off like last year, so I feel really good about TJ, and he's changed his body. He's done a lot of great things, and at every position you can go down the line, and we'll talk about other positions, but another guy that just jumps out is a guy that has started games for us is Gio El-Hadi. I mean, he's changed his body and the things, and then I think being behind Keegan and Zinner the past couple years, he's really done a really good job of learning. You know, we always say watch, emulate, surpass, and that's what he's trying to do. So those guys have all, you know, the whole team's been outstanding, but those two I could think specifically, and ironically they're really, really close. I think they were roommates. So number one, the way they walk in the building, the way they carry themselves, the way they take care of the new locker room, which is beautiful. But we've got an undefeated record. We keep track of everything, keeping track of how the locker room is. And it's been awesome, keeping track of the building and everything we do. So that's been great. And just watching our guys in practice, and when you have the vision of the head coach and you stand behind and you see everything going on, you watch the quarterback, you watch the line, you watch the D-line, you watch the defense's eyes, you hear the communication that the defense does, and you hear the pads go, like, you're like, oh yeah, we're going to be good. Like, you can feel it, you can sense it. We don't really care about what other people think. We're just ready to go. So the guys working their tails off and excited. I just talked to Coach yesterday, and really what went into the decision is we made that decision. I think it was January, February actually. January, February. So it's really to honor him of what he's done for Michigan. I mean, came back for 9 years and took us to where we are now. So it was really to honor him. It was nothing besides that. And you know, yesterday he called me, told me that didn't feel that he could leave his team in true Coach Harbaugh fashion, and wanted to be in the foxhole with his team and not want to make it look like he was taking a deep, long bow. So he's not going to make it for the game, but we're going to have some of our guys that are there, and then Jack and Jackie Harbaugh are going to take his place. So super excited about that. There's a couple of them. I mean, started quarterback position, Jaden Davis. He has the it factor, makes plays, competitive. Obviously was a 3-time state champion. Player of the year, poise, has ability. We'll see how it progresses. His teammate, Channing Goodwin, he's a playmaker. He's a dude that's going to probably help us this year in some way, shape, or form. The tight ends have been awesome. Jordan Marshall is probably the next guy. He's got a chance to be special, dynamic. Yeah, we'll see. Ben Hall is, you know, having guys like Jordan Marshall in the room will make you play fast and physical, and Ben Hall has played all of 230 pounds he is, so he's run physical fast. So super excited where how he's hitting and how he's gaining momentum. And then on the defensive side, Dominic Nichols is probably the guy that jumps out the most as a freshman. That's really, you know, because he's been here in the spring and he came here and he's been in the fall, so he's a guy that I think as a freshman's got a chance. And then probably one more guy is Cole Sullivan. I think right now we got a little battle on the other side because obviously Will's Will, but Jair Hill has really had a really, really good fall camp. I love Shug. He's phenomenal. He's got a great personality, but when he gets on the field, he's serious, and he plays that way. And as soon as he steps on the sideline, he's Shuggy. But he's really played well. Amir Hall has really stepped up as well, and has done some really, really good things. Keyshawn Harris is another guy that's played really well. Ricky Johnson. All those guys are really stepping up and making some plays. Jaden McBurrows, another guy who's done it, and he's played a little nickel too. But all those guys have been really, really good.